You want to dive into your challenge?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's dive into your challenge.
Yeah.
So you did 100 push-ups for
40 days.
40 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
I have some questions. I have like a lot of questions.
I think that's the point.
Yeah. Did you notice any like physical changes? Like when you pop that shirt off, getting ready in the shower?
No, I still look the same. I mean, I noticed some pains while I was doing it though. I think I told you like I was getting like weird ones in like my shoulders.
Okay.
And then like my sides too.
Okay.
For the first couple weeks.
Sides like like around your torso?
Yeah, like
or,
right
upper.
Yeah.
When you said the torso one, what I took that as like, because to do push-ups, it's a lot of core work too, because you got to stabilize, so you're not like sagging your hips right into the ground. So I thought that was like a good thing. I was like, all right, you're working some core muscles.
Well, based on the results, it was.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's physical stuff, not a ton. You said. How about mental? Did you notice any like mental benefits?
Not to start with, because to start with, I was like, God, I gotta do this again.
Yeah.
But then it just kind of got into routine. I was able to get it done, and like, yeah, definitely more energy throughout the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to hear. I wasn't sure with push-ups how they'd impact your energy levels, but what would you say, 20, 30% increase?
I'd say closer to 20, probably.
20?
If I had to put
Okay.
a number on it, yeah.
Okay. And did you notice any overall like increase in self-esteem, confidence? Like, yeah.
I really didn't think about all that much. There was a little bit once we got the results, though. That was like, oh shit, this is good.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of the results,
Yeah.
I think it's time we
Let's dive into that.
So Emily, my wife, works at a gym, and they have access to what's called an in-body scanner.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the results printed off. We don't have them here with us, but I do remember.
Because I failed.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I do remember. I could have had Emily print me off a copy, so I had it. So don't worry about it. But what I can do is get a copy. And if you're just listening, you might be a little shit out of luck. But if you're watching on YouTube, I'll throw the results up on the screen, especially the graph that shows.
The percentage is changing.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yes. So we got your weight.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened to your weight?
Weight was up by 1 pound.
Up by 1 pound.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we were both like, darn, not as much impact.
No, yeah, because, well, when she did it, I thought I had lost like 10 pounds because for some reason I had a number in my head.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, no, we have the other ones too. And like, you gained a pound. I was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, I think weight isn't the best metric for like health and stuff because like, you know, you get on the scale, the time of day matters, what you ate for breakfast, what you ate the night before. That can fluctuate. But what I was just kind of blown away by were the body fat percentage and increase in muscle mass.
Yeah.
Or what happened to your body fat percentage?
It went down by 1.5%, if I recall.
1.5%.
Yeah. Yep.
It reminds me of Tommy Boy when he's like, 1.5%. I knew that. Yeah. Why can't I remember it? But yeah, 1.5 decrease. 40 days.
Yeah.
Push-ups. Just push-ups. You weren't, climbing mountains. You weren't running marathons. Just push-ups. 1.5% down. That's huge. And then what happened to your muscle mass? Like
that was up by 3.5 pounds.
3.5 pounds. So you gained 1 pound total. But
3.5
of that
is muscle, yeah.
Was muscle. That is just insane to me. I couldn't believe it. That's such a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
And it got me like motivated, like, yeah. Because I think what's the word? Vicariously, I like kind of live through the people that come on this channel.
Yeah.
Like, if no like clear changes happen, it's like, okay, well, maybe somebody who was listening heard something that benefited them.
Yeah.
Or maybe as we talked, I learned something or you, but to see black and white.
Yeah.
Tangible.
And then it actually showed, obviously we don't have them here, but the percentage where it was gained was in my arms, obviously. It was like, I think it was 1.5% per arm, if I remember correctly. Something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. While you were going through the 40 days, anything that sticks out as your least favorite or most favorite part of the challenge?
The least favorite was just getting in the routine of doing it. because those first couple days, and I'm not gonna lie, first couple weeks, like it was hard.
Mm.
Like when I started, it was literally I could do like 5 at a time.
Yeah.
Like that was it. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't do any more. And just getting in that routine of getting it done, no matter what, just get it done.
Mhm.
But then it's to the point now. I still can't do 100 at once. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that.
Yeah.
But I can do a solid 20, 25 at once now. So
Yeah.
so it makes it go quicker too. Because now that I can do so much more at once, I'm not. When I was first doing it, it would be the entire day,
Mhm.
like starting at like 10 a.m. and I wouldn't be done until 8, 9 o'clock. And now I can knock it out, in a couple hours and be done with it and move
Yeah.
on with my day.
That's cool. That's a good least favorite and most favorite. I would say too. We had mentioned soreness. Would that fall under like least favorite part?
Yeah,
of the
that
dream?
was definitely not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pushing when that soreness, just pushing through that, but that was not pleasant experience.
Yeah.
But we got through it.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who's listening to your first episode and was like 100 push-ups a day? That sounds impossible. I could never do that.
You gotta have the willpower, man. I thought it was gonna like I literally was like, first day I did 5. I was like, how the fuck am I gonna do this? I'm literally going to die.
Mm-hmm.
But just the willpower, just power through,
Yeah.
power through, and you'll get there.
Yeah. I love that. Power. Now, with the push-ups behind you, 100 push-ups a day behind you, what is to come in the next 40 to 60 days?
Well, I'm gonna keep doing that for sure. Emily had mentioned trying to add some other things to it, possibly maybe squats or something like that, and something I'm thinking about. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be curious, very curious. And this isn't like I'm not laying down a challenge necessarily, unless you're.
Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna be back, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, man. I would be curious if you were to pair the 100 push-ups with. It doesn't even have to be 100. Body weight squats would really kind of target the lower half of the body and get your heart rate up more than the push-ups. Legs are obviously the biggest muscle group in the body, so you don't even have to put that much strain on them. And when I'm doing like a leg workout, I'll look at my heart rate. I'll be like, oh my God, it's been at 140 this whole time or 145 this whole time. So that's cool. So if you were to do another 40-day challenge, squats aside, we'll say squats aside,
Okay.
was there anything in the list that stuck out to you
man.
that
Trying to remember the list now.
yeah. So there was fitness related, there was nutrition related, like kind of spirituality related, like meditation and
That's never been my thing.
volunteering. I love it, but it's not everybody's thing. So nutrition would be a good pairing. Like I found a lot of benefit in just downloading the MyFitnessPal app and like trying to log food, because I found like similar to like budgeting financially, like if I don't assign all the money I make to a certain thing, then it's just going to vanish.
Okay.
Like I'll just spend too much at restaurants, whatever. And then it wasn't until more recently that I realized like same will happen to my food. Like if I don't, just to get a general idea of how many calories and what kind of calories I'm eating, it'll just vanish. Like I will snack on, chips or whatever's laying around. So I think that would be a good one, but
Yeah, nutrition. That's the next thing I need to work on. I know that.
yeah.
My diet is not good at all.
Yeah. It's a lifestyle, bro.
You really have been to California, haven't you?
You lived in California when you say shit like, I'm not religious, I'm just spiritual.
Yes.
Everything you say, there's like an upward inflection.